Hi everybody, and welcome to another video from the Gertzwalds. My name is Rochelle, and today we are going to be doing some DIY Christmas ornaments. So for any of you that have been following me, thank you so much for coming back and watching another video. But you would have seen that we did move from a big house into a small apartment while we are building a home. So if you guys want any more information on that, please leave comments down below. I'd be happy to do a video on that. It's been an experience, so we have lots of fun things to share with that. But with that being said, most of our Christmas decorations we did place into storage because I have a ton of them and it just didn't seem like it would fit in our apartment this year. So this year we are doing a DIY Christmas. So with that, we have been making some of our own Christmas ornaments. I have a 3-year-old, her name is Emerson, and she loves doing crafts with me. So some of these you can do with your kids and you can also enjoy yourself. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the most complicated one in my opinion. But it is easy and you can make it as easy or as complicated as you want. We really enjoyed making these. So on our land, we do have some scrubs, scrub oaks and smaller trees that we were able to cut down. So with that, we were able to just cut down little like logs. They're about the size of your palm, I guess you could say. And in there, we did cut them into these little discs. And we just cut out a whole branch worth. Even if you don't have a tree, you can order these on Hobby Lobby or Amazon or Michael's, any kind of craft store that you have, you can order these. We're trying to make sure that we save money for the house build and everything. So we actually just went and used some of the resources that we have on our land. So when you cut them down, they are wet and moist. So when you paint on them, it does bleed all over the place. So I did find out that you do have to bake them to dry them out. So I baked these at 200 degrees for about 30 minutes on each side. I just placed them onto a cookie sheet with some parchment paper. Or you could do wax paper underneath it or aluminum foil, and then you just bake these on each side until they're dry. A little bit longer if you need to, depending on how thick you cut these. But then what we did is we went ahead and drilled a little hole in it. I actually did that before I baked. And then you can put a little piece of string through it, and then you can also paint fun little decorations on there. So this one I went ahead and did some snow, threw some glitter on there, made a Christmas tree. Here's another cute idea. I did have a bunch of this twine, so I went ahead and just made a little bow and then super hot glue gun that on there. Made a little ornament. This one I did forget to drill a hole in the top, so I did just went ahead and hot glue gunned a rope to the back, which turned out really good. If you want to get your kids involved in making these, I did have a bunch of buttons, so I went ahead and had Emerson just glue some buttons on, and I think it turned out really cute. She loved putting it on the Christmas tree. And then we have been marking these on the back so that we can keep these and know when we made these. Bring them back year to year. So this one is one of my favorites. Just painted a little white snowman, painted this portion red, and then added a little carrot nose. Very simple to make, but turned out really cute. And then if you've seen any of my previous videos, you'll know that my daughter Emerson loves the Grinch. We've been watching the Grinch since March of this year. So my husband went ahead and made her a little Grinch ornament. That one did take quite a bit of time. So if you're talented, go ahead and do that one. And then the other one that we made, which I think is one of my favorites, it just says joy. We went ahead and I just put some glue on it, and then I sprinkled some glitter on, and then I tied a little bow and glued that on. And again, I forgot to drill a hole, so I just super glued that on the back. This one took 2 tries. You can kind of see I did both sides. So keep watching to see how I made them, but here is the end result of those. I think they turned out really cute. So first off, we just went ahead and painted these, and then I glued on some little buttons for a little belly, and then we made these little headphones out of pipe cleaners and little pom-pom. The next one that we have is going to be a Christmas tree and a wreath. So I just got some paper plates, and then I had Emerson go ahead and paint these completely green. We tried, they don't have to be perfect, so don't stress on the perfectness of it, but we did go ahead and start with a paintbrush, and she decided that she didn't want to use the paintbrush anymore, so I did cut up a little sponge, and she just sponged that over, and that worked out really good. I would think that that's a pretty good tip. And then since she was already using her hands, I went ahead and had her put her little handprints on here. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just cut this out, put a little hole puncher on it, and then go ahead and throw it on the Christmas tree, because you can never have too many handprints of your kids. Dated on the back, then you know what it is. So for the first one, what you're going to do is, once the paint has completely dried, what you're going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and glue these. I cut these into 4 pieces, and then you're just going to glue them like this. And then on that, once these have been glued, I'm going to go ahead and give my daughter some pom-poms, some beads. I have this whole gift bag. If you guys looked at any of my videos before, you know I have a baggie full of just little pom-poms and crafts that my daughter Emerson loves. So she'll just go ahead and just glue those on and place that. And then you can hang that up on your wall. Too much glue. The other thing that we're going to be doing is we are going to be making a spiral tree that hangs down. So we have the little staircase here. You could also do this in front of a doorway or just hang it from your ceiling, but we're going to go ahead and cut that out into a little circle and then hang some pom-pom balls or more towards the center. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys. We're not trying to be overachievers here. And then it helps if you stick your tongue out. Alright, so it's going to look like this. And then what we're going to do is we are just going to put some little ornaments. I'm going to use the hole puncher, punch little holes in there, and then I'm going to use this ribbon, dangle those down. And then I'm going to